Now at 6, more on the family tragedy in Fort Lauderdale we've been following this week. The murder of a 4-year-old boy by his father, who then killed himself, has prompted a lot of questions about what more could have been done to protect that child. CBS 4's Joan Murray set out today to get answers about what people in similar situations can do to get the help they need. She is live in Fort Lauderdale now. And Joan, what have you learned?
And Lauren, this child was found dead here at this condo just a block from the Broward Courthouse 4 days ago. When you look at the court documents, it is apparent that the situation between this child's mother and father was unraveling for some time, but nobody could have predicted the awful outcome.
He decided to hurt her in the only way, and the entire family in the only way that he knew would be long-term harmful.
The death of 4-year-old Grayson Kessler at the hands of his father, who took his own life, raises so many questions. Why? And could it have been prevented? We now know Allison Kessler, the child's mother, filed an injunction to prevent domestic violence and a restraining order last Tuesday that was denied, even though she said the child's father, John Stacy, texted her, "You deserve to have your head separated from your body." Wednesday, as part of a court order arrangement, she left her son with Stacy. The murder-suicide police believe happened on Thursday.
Really have to start recognizing those red flags where the situation is escalating.
Dr. Linda Parker runs Women in Distress in Broward County. At any one time, they are helping over 100 women and their children escape domestic violence.
Is it a failure of the system? Yes, it's a failure because we didn't catch it.
Stephen Swickle has spent 20 years in family law and is a Florida Supreme Court family mediator. He says if you are denied a restraining order, there are options.
Is to review the restraining order as to, first and foremost, why it was denied. Maybe there was a piece of evidence that you would have had that you didn't include, and then you're allowed to resubmit that and bring it back before the court with the new evidence. Do a wellness check if you believe your child or loved one is in danger in these circumstances, and the police will take immediate action to check on the safety and welfare of the minor child.
And as for lessons to be drawn from what happened to Grayson Kessler, he said there are many.
Lawyers, guardians, mediators, judges try to do a better job, one, dealing with the mental health. Two, in general, I would advise people, especially if it's your child, be proactive, document everything, photograph things, gather witnesses' names, addresses, telephone numbers, get teachers who are involved with these children on a regular basis, on a daily basis, to document things in the child's behavior that they see, that maybe a parent might not see all the time.
And while a lawyer can't tell you to do this, if you feel so strongly that your child may be in danger, you can avoid doing the drop-off. However, you may land in court and have to pay a penalty. As for Grayson, he will be buried tomorrow in Southwest Ranches. In Fort Lauderdale tonight, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.